Silver is sitting right now around $65, and it's heading into Monday with one of the most dangerous setups we've seen in a while. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the most important oil routes on Earth, is almost frozen, shipping traffic has collapsed, tensions between the US and Iran are getting worse, and oil is already starting to react. And for silver, this creates a two-sided monster. On one side, geopolitical fear, a weaker dollar, and falling expectations for another Fed rate hike could give precious metals exactly what they need to push higher. But on the other side, if oil starts exploding again, inflation fears could come roaring right back. And this makes $65 to $66 extremely important. Silver's been fighting with this area, and now it's going to make the Monday open sitting right underneath it, while one of the biggest energy choke points in the world is barely moving. If silver finally breaks through this level with momentum, things could get very interesting very quickly. But there's one thing that could screw this all up for silver. What is it? Well, let's talk about it. Alright, Silver Stackers, welcome back to your daily debrief. My name is Silver Slayer, and let's just jump straight into it. There seems to be a complete disconnect with what's happening at the Strait. You have Trump saying one thing, and you have Iran saying another thing. Iran is defiant on Strait as Trump tells Americans to accept high gasoline prices. We also have this update, Iran war. Iran strikes another ship in the Strait of Hormuz as Israel steps up Lebanon attacks. Now let me show you these remarks from Trump that actually just happened.
And after we finish defeating Iran, which is being very badly defeated, pretty soon I'll be declaring the Hormuz Strait a territory of the United States.
So you can clearly see the disconnect between Iran and Trump, one side saying one thing and the other side saying another thing, and it doesn't seem like they're going to come to any sort of agreement anytime soon. But what did I mean when I was hinting in the introduction, teasing you, saying that something could actually mess up Silver's entire plan, and it's the same monster that could actually be pushing it forwards? It's a double-edged sword. The Strait of Hormuz could be the catalyst. It could be the thing that finally pushes silver through this critical $65, $66 level. But that could also be the same thing that sends oil pushing higher back towards 100, which would then resurrect inflation, which would bring Fed rate hikes back into the conversation and turn silver's biggest catalyst into its worst enemy. Monday, there's a lot that we have to stay focused on, and that's why you should subscribe, because I cover silver news, geopolitical news every single day, because it all does affect the price of silver. Now, this article did come out today, just a couple of hours ago, actually just 2 hours ago, 4:30 p.m. So let's talk about it, because this is live. So here are some war updates. Iran strikes another ship in the Strait of Hormuz as Israel steps up Lebanon attacks. You're probably the first here to hear about this news because it only came out 2 hours ago, and that's another reason why you should subscribe, right? You'll always get the newest, latest, most up-to-date recent information in the world of precious metals, more specifically silver. So what to know about the Iran war today, Saturday? Well, Iran launched a strike against an oil tanker in the Strait of Hormuz on Friday, according to the UAE. The ship belonged to the state-owned oil giant Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. There were no injuries reported in the strike, which hit the vessel's hull. 2 Israeli airstrikes killed 11 people in southern Lebanon on Saturday, some of the deadliest attacks since a shaky truce was agreed between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah. Israel says it struck legitimate Hezbollah targets, but they employed human shields. President Trump dismissed concerns Friday about the conditions aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, which had been deployed for almost 9 months and is expected to be replaced in the Middle East by the USS George Washington. And now we also have to go over this, because this is also, like I said, Trump saying one thing and the other side saying another thing, but we still got to hear what they're saying, even though that might not even be what's really happening, or the confidence might be overstated just to keep people sane, right? Because what Trump says determines the markets, determines everything. So even if it's not necessarily happening, or what he's saying isn't necessarily true to the fullest extent, saying it still affects everything if it were true, if it actually were happening, if that makes sense. So we have oil tanker traffic through strategic waterway halted, no sign of peace talks. Trump says paying more for gas is the cost of restraining Iran, and Iranian president acknowledges harm war has caused to the economy. So this is also what came out today. So Iran called on the U.S. to accept defeat on Saturday. This just happened, folks. So both of the things that I'm talking about right now just happened. Just happened. I'm like Fox News, but without all of the bias, plus a little bit of, or a lot of bit of silver talk and precious metals. Can't get much better than that. So Iran called on the U.S. to accept defeat on Saturday, while President Trump blasted Tehran as very evil and told Americans to prepare continued high fuel prices as a result of the war. You know, he worded it in a way like, we don't want, and I'm not going to quote exactly, but he was basically saying, you know, they are the number one terror capital, whatever. We don't, you know, they can't get nukes, and we have to basically destroy them. So higher gas prices are worth it, basically. So progress toward peace talks and oil tanker traffic through the strategic Strait of Hormuz remain halted. No sign of warring parties were moved toward ending the conflict that the U.S. and Israel launched on February 28th. So there you have it. Those are the two biggest things that's happened right now. And just going back to oil, like I was talking about, there is a very, very close correlation between oil and silver prices. A lot of people look at what oil's doing, and then they say that's even a better, I guess, tool to look at than gold. But right now, if this is going to push oil up, then that would automatically hurt silver. So the same thing that would push silver through $65 to $66 would actually be pushing rate hikes up, or potentially it's like a domino effect, right? This happens, then this happens, then this happens, which would be leading to this happening. But actually, the first thing that actually helped silver from that domino effect at the end would actually be biting it in the butt. So there's a lot going on. It's very complex. At the end of the day, though, just buy gold and silver, stack it, put it away. It's looking like, once again, it's looking like that was the bottom. It's looking like $57 was the bottom. And since we know that, you should be buying right now. You should be, because we know that prices aren't going to go back. We know this is the bottom. We know that these are the lowest prices we're going to get before it starts going back up. It's almost like we have a crystal ball. So since we know that, take advantage. And the best place to do that is Miles Franklin. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. That's Andy Schechtman's company. They have great prices. They price match. So even if you find it cheaper somewhere else, which you usually don't, they will match it. Plus, they have the biggest inventory. It's insane how much stuff that they have that most places don't. It's really fun shopping there because you can just look through all the list, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Several different ways to pay. So yeah, I recommend there if you're going to be taking advantage of these prices. And right now, Monday is the thing to focus on. Monday is going to be crazy. And like I was saying last weekend and the weekend before, right? It's like everything pauses Friday, and then so much happens between Saturday and Sunday that affects the markets that Monday is always the most dramatic, the most, I guess, anticipated, which could also be the things that either helps silver or dramatically hurts silver. But right now, like the whole point of this video, it could go both ways, right? It could actually help silver and in return actually hurt it. But at the end of the day, we always know the inevitable, which is the dollar's dying and silver will come out on top. Silver stackers will always get the last laugh. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. I post every single day. This was just a little Saturday daily debrief, little Saturday debrief, so you guys know what's going on with the Strait, and also why silver is doing what it is and what could be happening next. Do it every single day, plus, of course, other news, other types of videos. I'll be doing the show with Andy Scheckman on Monday and having some other guests on soon as well. So stay tuned, stay stacking, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.